Streaming.
Wait, just 1 second. I'm not ready yet.
No, I'm not. I'm just holding it. I'm not even going to use
I
it.
understand. You look locked in, Tone.
Just here, sitting.
How do I go to a YouTube live? Do I just hold up? I did just learn how to do this. It should be live, but I want to see it. You know what I mean? Okay, this can close. It's live. We're here. Now what I'm trying to do is get the actual... How do I get a YouTube live link?
Got my timer set for when I'm going to have to leave.
Share button. Don't worry, Tone. We'll get into it, man. Home. Oh my God! How do I find it on my phone now? Lol. All right, Tone. I'm sending it to people, so if you want to put on your mask, you can. I'm going to start it in officially about 1 minute. 1 minute countdown. All right. Chargers are going for a game-winning field goal. All right, you ready, right?
Sure.
3, 2, 1. What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Lumia Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Lumia, and I'm joined by Tony El Tigre.
What's up? I mean, as much as I would love to say, I'm going to let you go.
Let me go.
Yeah, because I know that
What makes you think I have something to say?
Because I know that you have
Because
a
go
lot to
Birds!
say.
Of course, go Birds. The Eagles, what do you want me to say? We got the best quarterback in the league, and he just does what he does. Down 19 points, doesn't really matter. We have one of the best coaches, Sirianni, cool. He just yelled at the offensive coordinator, just said, go, get it together. He got it together. Vic Fangio, just coaching scheme. We actually turned the ball over today. We felt a little bad for the Rams, so we give them a turnover and a touchdown, and they still couldn't close because Stafford's old. So we've now beaten the Cowboys. They suck. The Chiefs, they might suck. The Rams, we took them from 2-0. The Packers are 2-1. The Bucks, I'm a little concerned about the Bucks, but the Packers losing to the Browns. We're tied for number one in the conference. We've beaten some tough teams, and I feel like we just got better today. So, but I'm not surprised. I was watching the game, and I was like, well, does this guy think that Hurts can throw the ball? In fact, you know what I thought? You know what I think, Tony? I think the Eagles are trolling. They're trolling you. They're trolling me. They're like, oh, we don't know what a pass play is. And then, oh, you actually want to try to win this game? All right, now we'll throw the ball. I think it's just all a fun ruse. They were just like, we'll try to make Saquon the star. You want to guard him? We'll just go to AJ when, we think you finally stop staring at him. It's just what they do, Jordan Davis, shout out, huge block, huge return, 2 blocks. Special teams coach up. Just the whole operation. You don't win as many games as they've won in a row with your starting quarterback, of course. But you don't win this many games without everything kind of, in a way, being just buttoned up. And Sirianni's become one of the more buttoned up coaches in the league. They don't do dumb shit. And they wait for you to do dumb shit. And the Rams, you could see it. It was crazy. Just the fact that they were in that game and that they didn't blow us out. They were getting nervous. Stafford was bad all second half. Most of the game, really. He threw a pick. He was missing open passes. That's why they kept settling for field goals. They left us in the game. And what Hurts doesn't do, he might not get all these yards, but he doesn't settle for too many field goals when we need him. And it is touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 3 straight touchdowns, take the lead, blocked field goal, game over. And I still don't feel like they started off great, but it is what it is. Go Birds. You know? There you go. You happy? Was that everything you wanted?
No, I was just going to let you go.
All right, I'm done.
Cook.
I have cooked.
Cool. I mean, you said they had us on the ruse or whatever. They had us all fooled.
They're trolling.
I'm not fooled.
You were not fooled.
I am not fooled because I understand what your quarterback is and what your team is,
Yeah, you do.
So, your team last year, the year that you won the Super Bowl, your team was the worst team in the first quarter, like statistically. You guys never scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
For a majority of I think towards some part of the season, y'all started scoring touchdowns in the first, maybe week 11 or 12 or something. But for the majority of the season, there were no first quarter touchdowns. But you guys were always the best second half team. You guys always scored a lot of points in the second half. I think you led the league in third quarter yards or touchdowns or something like that. So you guys are always more of a second half team. Now, of course, there was questions about the offensive coordinator and whatnot. It's a new one coming in, but outside of him, most of the offensive pieces are still the same. Y'all retained all the players, and y'all still have the head coach. So once you guys were in a position where you had to, because for the most part, for the first 2 games, y'all were up.
Yeah.
So you didn't really need to,
You still would like to see it.
You want to see, you want to see it, of course, but y'all
I
still
agreed
won.
with you. The first here was becoming the concern. It is a new offensive coordinator. The last time Sirianni purely hired someone, Brian Johnson did not know how to call passes, and I was beginning to become concerned. But the dude has a bag. Kevin Patullo, he's got plays in the bag. I had to see the plays. And that was my concern because Sirianni the one thing he doesn't do great is passing offense as when he was offensive coordinator. Now we've had other guys, Steichen, Kellen Moore, but those are great pass callers in their own right. Well, we'll get to Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore might be a product of the system, but he's also playing with Spencer Rattler, so it's not his fault. But I think that was the concern. But once I saw the first touchdown, I was no longer concerned. I was like, oh, that's double seams. That's Goddard, 30 yards down the field. They know how to call passes. And all the other stuff, Lane Johnson out, so that's part of the O-line, right? The O-line that's gone. Landon Dickerson's been terrible all year. Cam Jurgens is getting holds. We haven't been able to run the ball, right?
Yeah, I have Saquon in fantasy.
Saquon can't go anywhere. He got 2 yards a carry today. Doesn't matter because we have the best quarterback. And he did it again. He scores touchdowns when you need them. And it's just what he does. And when he needs a field goal, get a field goal. The entire time. 4th and goal, touchdown on an out route, perfect play. Devontae, great. A.J. Brown, locked in. And I had a premonition today, right?
What is it?
I was on a walk.
Okay.
Love of my life.
Yes, sir.
And we're walking, and I had A.J. Brown on my bench.
Okay.
And I'm like, there's just too much. They're just disrespecting them at this point. And the Rams can score, so we're not gonna get to win 20-14. You know what I mean? The Rams have weapons. They have Puka, they have Devontae, they have Kyron. They have enough weapons to put up points on us.
Yes.
Whereas the Chiefs had none, and the Cowboys have Dak, so he's trash. And CeeDee, who can't catch, and he's hurt too. So fuck the Cowboys. But when all that was going, I was just thinking, I was like, this is going to be the game. I even pictured it. I'm like, he's going to go off. He's going to be on my bench. And I had him sitting for Ibuka. Still would have won my fantasy league, but the vibes. And it's just I'm going to play him. And it was one pass where they finally hit that deep curl, a deep back shoulder pass. And I'm like, all right, he found it. That's where AJ is unstoppable. like that play. I'm going to go 10 yards. I'm going to be stronger than you. And Hurts is going to put it out, and I'm just going to reach out and catch it. And he can make that play and then shake off a defender. It's very T.O.-like. Like, if you're not going to call him down the field, you at least got to call him on that. And then he started. It was, though, as well, when they called the first deep pass to him. I'm like, oh, A.J.'s alive? All right. The dude knows that A.J. exists.
Yeah.
And he went off 100 yards. And it's whatever we need to do, though. Like, I understand that. Because at the end of the day, man, he's the best. What do you want me to say? He just keeps proving it. The other guys just look overmatched every time. No matter the circumstances. It could be an offensive game. It can be a defensive game. You could have the better coach. You could have the better play caller. I'm not even willing to say McVay's a better coach than Sirianni now. But because Sirianni keeps whooping his ass. But you can have the better play caller. You can have more open shit. It just doesn't matter. And we can have all this noise. We can have, can they throw the ball? We can have, Hurts is only thrown for blah, blah, blah. And he just goes out there and he's like, all right, so now we've officially trolled the media to play up this we can't throw the ball thing, and now we're going to throw the ball. You know. I was like, if they do lose this game, I was even like, we need this. We need more media pressure. But Nick was talking to Patullo. They figured it out. They figured out some plays. They're like, all right, we're going to come in with these 40 fucking passes because they're going to not let us run the ball. And we're trying to win. And the early ones didn't work, and then later they started working. It was truly amazing stuff.
There you go. Shout out to the Eagles. I mean, you know,
Go Birds.
for all the talk about how bad their offense has been, like you just said, you know, they played a Cowboys team which is losing to the Bears right now, who are 0-2 and looking really bad.
Thanks to look at the score. We would look at it just the Chargers, Broncos.
Yeah, and then, you know, you guys played the Chiefs, who lost their first game, lost to the Chargers, and then, you know, they obviously lost to the Eagles as well, so they're 0-2. But now you guys beat a 2-0 team, and you're the Super Bowl champion and have not lost a game yet since, so you guys just keep winning games. Shout out to the Eagles.
Go Birds. All right, Dom. Sorry. All right, Tony. Who the fuck is Dom? All right, Tony. You have a book. You have a thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to show the people what the fuck?
Do I want to show the people?
He brought this out before we started, and I'm scrambling. I'm a mess, by the way, right now.
He has no idea.
I have no clue what the fuck this shit is. So we're gonna.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm just gonna send out the link to it. Go ahead, yeah, do your thing. I'm locked in. What the fuck does that say, bro? No one can see that. Keep holding it. Hold it up closer. Hold it up closer.
Let me see. Do you see it now?
I still the apology book. What does that mean?
I would like you to read what I've wrote.
What the fuck? Hold up. I'm sending out the link. You're doing incredible stuff. Dear Indianapolis Colts, I am sorry for the disrespect that I have given you this year. Daniel Jones has been playing like an MVP candidate. Jonathan Taylor has been playing like an MVP candidate. 2 MVP candidates. And your defense has looked like the best in the league. You guys will 100% win this division. And I will show you nothing but respect until further notice. Hashtag for the shoe, Tony El Tigre. What a simp. What the fuck is, do you write them a love letter? What the fuck is that?
So, when we give disrespect, I have an apology book.
Okay.
So, when the teams...
Do you have more than one in there?
No, just go on. So, when the teams and the players...
I'm going to come up
prove
with
us
one
wrong,
real quick, yeah.
Then, then we have to write it in the book.
I got one. My handwriting's awful, though, so you're going to fucking hate this, but I'm going to come up with one on the top of my head.
There you go.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
This is my apology. By the way, first off, let's real quick. I don't want to just skip over. The Indianapolis Colts beat the Titans like 41-0 or some shit.
Yes.
Basically, they smoked them. It was Tony's lock of the week. This is the first lock of the week that we've won because the Packers fucking suck. No, Jordan Love fucking sucks.
Oh, that was your lock?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
switched it from Tampa Bay would have lost too. These teams that are aren't ass yet. Well, some of them are.
No,
the Colts are just the best team. Daniel Jones is just the best player. What do you want me to fucking do?
And I've just accepted it.
Yeah.
I was like,
They have 2 blowout wins.
let me stop fighting
The
them.
Dolphins we thought they were super trash, and they fought with the Bills. I know it's a divisional game, but still. The Bills have problems, by the way.
They do. They have defensive problems.
Who the hell is the furry behind you? I don't know who that is, Stefan, but shout out. Hello. He's not a furry, guys. I feel like we gotta. Right? You're not a furry, right?
I mean, if that's what
What
gets
the
views, if that's what gets the views, then I'm
That's
feeling-
what gets the views. I don't think you know what furries do.
I don't, but
Okay. You definitely do not. We don't want those kind of views.
I thought they were just people that put on costumes and call it a day. You know, I saw a furry convention
Yeah.
here in the city, and I just saw a bunch of people wearing their animal heads and their tails and getting some food.
For the YouTube audience that isn't on the live stream, we have a chat going, and someone asked who the hell the furry next to me is. Not furry, it's Tony El Tigre.
But
That's
what
who
is a
that is.
furry? Now explain what a furry is.
I believe furry. My interpretation of it, I'm not 100% sure. So furry community, whatever, I guess, correct me. But I believe that furries are people who dress up with the masks, similar to it's like an animal thing, but they fuck other people with animal stuff on, like animal masks. It's like a fetish thing. Intriguing. Okay. So I'm gonna. That wasn't really the response that I was expecting. We're gonna leave that there.
It's not a community I see myself a part of, but I mean it's interesting. I mean people have interesting lives, you know. Shout out to the people that do that, man.
Yeah. Shout out furries.
I'm not gonna disrespect them and the things that they do, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the furries.
I'm just saying that because you said that you might be that for the vibes of the show. So that's why to me this wasn't a disrespect to furries. I got actually invited to a DJ furry thing.
Did you
politely declined, but
why you decline?
I don't know. I was actually busy at the time, you know, but they were EDM DJs. They were trying to get me into a collective.
Hey,
Maybe I'll borrow the mask and go. Who knows?
Hey, there you go. This isn't
Not
a
gonna,
mask.
if I go, I won't be with a mask on.
This isn't a mask. It's a way of life.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good. I'm sorry. Sorry for disrespecting you, Tony. I forget what the fuck. The Colts. Shout out the Colts.
Shout out to the Colts, man.
I have one. I have one for your apology book.
Yeah.
I am sorry, Bryce Young. I thought that you were trash, but instead it is the Peen who is trash. And you're clearly not as trash as 0 points. You will at least score. You know, it may look crazy. You may score for both teams, but you'll at least put some goddamn points on the board, man. So Bryce Young, I had my third highest YouTube video is one calling Bryce Young trash. It's very good, very funny shit. You are no longer trash. You are recycled.
There you go.
I'm not willing to call you good.
Good is a stretch.
But you could be penis. The dude's got everything.
He does have a lot of talent around him.
Like, my God, he's got Bijan, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. What else do you need? But you know what he can't do? Didn't want to admit it. He can't run. He's slow. And his comparison was Tua. So, you know, I should have just...
not great. It's not great.
Guess who my starting quarterback is, though, on my fantasy team? Because we had Peen and we didn't like that.
Mr. Dollars.
Indiana, baby.
Mr. Dollars.
Yes,
Hey, look.
sir.
Dimes. If it's working, it's working.
How bad is Brian Daboll, huh?
You know.
He's got to be trash, right?
I mean, they made the playoffs with him.
They did. They did do
and
that.
win a game.
Yeah.
So something went well.
I just feel like someone needs to be called shitty. So let's go to the New Orleans Saints. They fucking suck, dude. We took them to not lose by more than 7. I was confident about that.
Yeah, you almost made that your fucking lock.
I didn't almost make that my fucking lock. I almost made the Jets my lock, but, I didn't and lost anyway. I just got to find the Colts. Me and you were both doing the Colts. If you're just going to pick the best team in the league, let's go. I'm locking the Colts, too. I'm not going to lose points because of Indiana Jones. So we're riding this shit out, dude. They're like the biggest lock in the league right now. That 4?
It was free.
It was free.
I was like, against the Titans? All right. I'll take that.
The Saints were down 38-3 today. They suck. To Sam Darnold. Trash.
Hey, I will say, though, right?
Bro, no.
We've talked a lot of shit about the Seahawks.
Yeah, we have.
He just got there, and it didn't look great his first game. It was there wasn't a lot happening. They seem to be improving, as the weeks go on now. The Saints suck. So that's not too much competition. And then who they play? Oh, they beat the Steelers. The Steelers defense isn't too good, but the Steelers actually just won a game today. They won the second game.
The Cardinals covered. We love you, Kyler. I'm sorry, I just saw that. They lost by 1. I knew he was gonna do it.
What was the
2.5?
Damn.
I'm like, Kyler, he could win this game or lose. But he's trying very hard not to lose right now.
There you go.
Sorry.
At least the Steelers covered for me.
We have a thing where we predict the odds to each game, so I'm very competitive about it. I took Kyler Murray to lose by less than 2.5 points, and they lost by 1. Beautiful stuff. The Cowboys fucking suck. That's great. We love that.
Yeah.
They're awful.
We both picked the Cowboys, too.
We did, confidently. I had to see it. This is a week. It was put up or shut up week. I really feel like this week, if you had anything, any pride, any off-season training, any adjustments, any time where you could really bow up, fight back, win a game, look impressive, this was the week. That's why we know that the Saints fucking suck. That's why we know that the Bengals are trash. Like, you saw the Browns go out and win. You know what I mean?
Nah, there's one team that you didn't mention that we unfortunately have to
mention. The
mention.
Titans are god-awful.
Unfortunately have to mention.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Texans might just be
the Texans
shit.
suck. Yeah,
they might just be dog shit.
Hey, man, look.
They lost to the Jaguars.
Can I tell you when I get worried about a quarterback? There's this moment. There's this moment where quarterbacks have a cool little season.
Yeah.
And then the lists come out.
His rookie season, yeah.
And then the lists come out.
Top
and
10.
on all these lists, fuck the top 10. They got him over Hurts. And I'm like, no. That's not good.
So over Hurts is
That's bad. That's the demarcation. Because what have you done? What did he really do?
Well,
there was a famous thing. I'm going to bring this up, too.
I'm sorry.
There's first things first, and I hate this guy, Nick Wright. I know he's an idiot.
He is dumb.
Yeah, he's very stupid. He had the Eagles losing again this week. What a fucking clown. Dummy.
Yeah, he clearly doesn't
said the
like
tush
you
push.
guys.
All this news about it's gonna ruin the team. Like, you don't understand the city. You don't get the show. You don't understand the birds. You're Kansas City. You don't like talking and noise. Anywho, I'm sorry. But he had this point where C.J. Stroud was after a game, he was trying to talk to Caleb Williams, and he held him around, trying to mentor him.
Yeah.
In his second year, and since then it's been downhill. And I don't think it's all his fault. Their offensive line is terrible, and they traded away their left tackle for no reason. And by the way, as you see with the Commanders, Mariota with blocking can look good.
Yeah.
So it's but you need blocking. You on some side. Even today, with no Lane, we still have my lot out there. Someone's got to be able to hold up. The Texans are all leaks.
Yeah.
They had So you know the meme where they have the shoulder. They have the soldier, and I'll going like this, and then the stuff flying. You know what I'm talking about, Tony? There's a meme with a soldier over like a little kid, and he's going like this, and then it's like there are like bullets flying on top, and it's like normally.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, it's like a protection meme. So it got so bad for the Texans that they put the soldier over here, and then they were like, "This is the Texans O-line, and this is C.J. Stroud." They had one with Burrow with it too, but I think it's more accurate with C.J. Stroud. I think the Bengals are just terrible. But, they don't protect him, and he can't score, and he can't run. This running quarterback thing, that I'm beginning to think is the most important thing. It was the Rams had everything that a prototypical team wants, right? They threw bombs. They got a big arm quarterback. They had a running back. They had 2 wideouts. They had a very good defensive line. Their defense we know is good. We saw them shut down the Texans. Well, the Texans might suck, but we've seen them in previous weeks kind of stop people.
Well, shutdown's a stretch because they won by like a point or like 2 points.
They won by 5. It was 14-9. They shut them down.
Okay.
They couldn't score.
I was thinking about when they played Tampa Bay, I guess.
They didn't play Tampa Bay.
No,
they played the Titans.
No,
the Texans. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I get you. But the fact that Hurts can run, it changes the games. Like the first drive was all Hurts running. You didn't watch it. 4th and 2, we call a read option. Hurts takes off first down, and then obviously the tush push, which everyone hates, but whatever. Just the most effective play of all time. So hate it, I guess. Do whatever you want to do. By the way, Rams today doing a kick where we couldn't catch it, and we started every possession in the 10. Don't think it's cheating. I think it's football. Impressive. It was a good play. And we started every time at the 10, and that's partially why the offense was a little bad. But anyway, just that running factor. Like, you see it all the time with Mahomes. You see it with Josh Allen. And once teams figure out how and where you like to throw the ball, if you can't run, you're in trouble. These teams are too good. There's too much analytics on it. The Bears have no cornerbacks. And again, one injury could do it. Like, you lose CeeDee Lamb. Like when the Cowboys used to have an offensive line, right, with Dak, they would lose one guy, and then everything, they would lose like Zach Martin or like Tyron Smith, actually, their left tackle. It would fall apart. The fact that I'm watching the all game, and Fred Johnson did a good job in replacing Lane. It wasn't a terrible offensive line, but it's not an all-pro. You got to be able to move. You have to. Now, it can get you in trouble. Jaden Daniels got peppered, hit all over the place, and he's like ruined for a couple weeks, but it's fine. They have another quarterback. Like, you can get in trouble running too much, but all the best guys do it. So at what point are we going to, like, stop the charade? Like, you can act like it's about the passing. It's not. Josh Allen can run. Lamar can run. Mahomes can run. Hurts runs. I don't know a top guy doesn't run. We can't call Burrow a top guy. Herbert right now is good because he runs. Baker runs. His best play to win in week 2 was a 12-yard scramble in 4th and 10. All of them run. It's not very complicated.
You look at the AFC and NFC championship, it was Josh Allen, Mahomes, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts. All 4 of them who are
4 of the best 5 runners in the league, if you're not including Lamar Jackson, who played Josh Allen to 2 points the game before.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what are we talking? The closest game. It's like, all right, we can act like QB, we can act like wins aren't a QB stat. We can act like running doesn't matter, however long you guys want, but it's just silly. I think we need to move past that. It goes wins, touchdowns, turnovers, period. Now, if a passing quarterback is like Peyton Manning and can mentally get 55 touchdowns in passing, or Tom Brady, like those guys were just super. It was a different era, though. I honestly think the defenses are so, and like, you got to roll out and you got to throw bombs at some point. Or I'm going to be honest, though, Hurts was pretty much dotting from the pocket today, but he also can move, so it wasn't like he was just a sitting duck. I'm really trying to think. I don't know what quarterback right now can't move that's like doing well this season.
this specific
Rodgers,
season.
maybe. They're 2-1, but I don't believe it. Darnold doesn't
Stafford,
run.
Like you were saying, Stafford's doing good.
Stafford is doing well-ish.
Goff had a good
Stafford
game and a bad game.
Stafford just lost that game today, I'm telling you. I feel like if we were playing one of those top guys, like, because the offense was great, not taking anything away from the team. They figured it out, you know what I mean? They fought. I just feel like the Rams would have had more than 26 points if they had one of those guys, which is why, again, Stafford's cool. I feel like they would have more than 26 if they had Baker. He couldn't move, and we weren't really getting pressure, but he can't move.
Yeah.
Like, there was a play where he tried to run to the left, and Jordan Davis is fast. You know what I mean? He had a kick block touchdown today. He can run, but he just tracked him down, and I was like, Jaden's getting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, Josh probably gets 15. Jaden gets Jaden gets 10. Lamar might get a touchdown on that shit. Mahomes, we saw him last week trucking people on that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's a clear demarcation, and that's why right now, I did a video, I'm happy, but Tua, problems, he can't run.
Yeah.
I looked up Tua's stats. He hasn't had more than 75 rushing yards in a season.
And they have not won a playoff game.
And they don't win playoff games. And they're not good in the cold. You can't make plays. You got to sit there and your wide receivers got to catch frozen footballs.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't believe I picked the fucking Patriots, dude. They suck. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that was like...
I know. I was just being a contrarian. I don't like Rodgers, but it doesn't matter. They're just going to go 9-8. They're just going to do it.
They're going
I
to
understand.
beat all the bad teams. I don't think you've gotten a single Steelers one right.
Nope.
No, you did. You picked the Steelers and then but
I got it wrong. I got the game wrong.
Yeah, because the Jets covered.
I understand. I understand them and Kyler now. I get it. I understand who the Steelers are. I understand who the Cardinals are. You see me? I got the Cardinals game right. That's crazy. I was like, they're gonna be just weird enough to get this to where they shouldn't win, but they could win.
Yeah.
The Raiders. I'm happy I got you at that one time when you picked the Raiders because you're never doing that again, huh?
Not at all.
Do you know what happened? So we picked the game. We had the Jaden Daniels and the Commanders winning by 3.5, and a lot of our argument was just Jaden Daniels. And then I actually said, Tony, can you make an argument? You just said Jaden Daniels, and I was like, I guess. The real argument in our heart of hearts was they're playing the Raiders, and the Raiders are a clown show. Because I would have kept it regardless. I heard he was out, and I was like, I'm still not really worried about that.
Yeah.
Because the Raiders are awful. They have no defense. They have no offensive line. And Gino actually had a good game. 290 yards, 3 touchdowns. But it just doesn't matter. It was just the defense, I guess, huh?
What can't he do?
He can't run. He can run. He only had 5 rushing yards, though. He's older. Yeah, he can't really run.
He could really run.
He could occasionally run. He would get like an explosive run, but no, he could never really run. Daniel Jones can run.
He has a decent offensive line, and he's never really had that in New York. He has a good running back. Obviously, he had that, but
I would say great at this point, right? With Taylor, I think he's kind of
JT's like top 3.
He's top 3 like every year.
Right now, he's looking like offensive player of the year. That's what I meant to say.
This season, I would say, Bijan had an off game. They keep winning. When you win, he's been better than Saquon this season.
He's been the best.
He's been the best
non-quarterback.
Bijan.
I can't really say a quarterback who's been better. Even he's just been the best player.
Jalen Hurts. Josh Allen, I would say. Those two. James Cook has been pretty crazy, though.
I'd still put JT over.
I think JT is better, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the stats, too. I'm trying not to just... Because if I were to pigeonhole, I would say Derrick Henry, Saquon, you know what I mean? I think. But Henry had a bad game. Saquon hasn't really exploded. So if we're going to go that way, James Cook has had games.
Yeah.
Like, James Cook would be kind of the closest. I'm trying to think of receivers. Neighbors has been crazy. Neighbors was crazy last game.
Just unfortunately plays for the Giants.
So for award's sakes, he's not going to,
It's that first game. He could have been great, but got to win games. Even though the Bengals missed the playoffs and Jamar won all that shit, but you really gotta be like Jamar. Like you gotta do.
You
all
also
that
you also need a
2,000
healthy
yards.
you need a healthy Joe Burrow too. So
Yeah.
I just knew not to pick them this year. I was like, they were so healthy last year, and I relied on them so much. Those guys are tired, and they're playing in Cincinnati. Dude just wants to model. He doesn't want to fucking be out there fighting for this bullshit.
Which
He'd be
one?
fighting
All
his
of them?
ass off. That's true.
Low-key, all of them.
Yeah, but Joe actually the one who has to get hit for this shit. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And it's not even his fault. He be trying. Actually, there was an argument made, and I kind of agree with it. He tries a little too hard.
Yeah.
Like, he just stands there and gets hit like he's Big Ben, but he's not Big Ben. And he
I saw
does
him,
stand in
run
there.
Or I'll see him run away and try to create a play, but
And
he's
then
not
get
fast.
hit.
so
Yeah,
he
but he's
just-
not fast. He just tries so hard. He really does, and that's why he's out 3 months.
Yeah, that's why he made a Super Bowl and
And that's why the Bengals lost 48-10. Trash.
yeah.
Yeah, that was easy. That was one where I was like, yeah, you're way too confident about this one.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be kind of my reaction point. I like that. Like, I was way too confident the Packers. I was like, what the fuck? Vegas, you're dumb. And then they fucking lose.
They lost the
They
whole
lost
game.
the game to the Browns. Yeah, what happened? I gotta say, bro, how trash was Jordan Love?
Well, I knew he threw a pick. He finally threw that pick that he's been begging to throw.
Oh, he's wanted to do that for fucking years, man.
He wants to do that
Every time he steps on the field, Jordan Love wants to throw it in triple coverage and have a pick.
Man. Jordan Love is such like
Yo,
he's not gonna win.
This Browns running defense is crazy. Damn, Rashawn Gary had 2 sacks and they
Nah,
lost.
peeped. So who they play first game? Oh
They
yeah,
played,
they played the
Bengals. They suck. They can't run the ball. But then they played Derrick Henry, and they
Derrick
stuffed
Henry
him.
was dog shit. against
Jacobs,
them.
16 rushes, 30 yards.
Yeah, nobody can run against them.
Nobody can run against them. That's crazy. Joe Flacco. Does this mean we get... Oh, Judkins, 18 rushes, 94 yards. Oh, they spammed them.
Yeah.
Oh, Judkins is here. Darnell was right.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't wrong about them 6.
He said 9 and 8.
Oh yeah, oh man.
He did say the offs, possibly.
He did
Possible.
say that.
Hey, look.
I don't know if I agree
This
with all
just...
that.
The only downside about the Browns beating the Packers is that this
It
means
just
we're going to have to be
prolongs the
more
inevitable.
Joe Flacco. Nobody wants to see that.
This is what we want to see right here.
Damn, bro.
We want to see this. I want to see which watch he's gonna.
Bro,
come out
listen to
with.
Joe Flacco's numbers. I'm including rushing in this because, he's so fast. 21 for 36, 142 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. They won the game.
that defense. I mean, the other team got to score points.
They had 5 sacks, bro. 5 is crazy. Damn, Miles. Oh, he had half of one. It's just his impacts.
Yeah, you gotta
Malik
double
Collins
team
had
him.
1.5. I remember him. Isn't that an old Cowboys player? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through all these games later, and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna have real individual, game by game things. But I do think that this is a lot of pump blocks today. I forgot we had 2 pump blocks in the Eagles game. We had 1 in the Jets game. Do you remember how obviously week 2 your beloved Indianapolis Colts won a game because of the leveraging penalty?
Yes.
So I think that's very interesting that they did that, and now you're seeing teams get blocks off of that. They're getting them from that guard position. We just ran through the guard. We didn't touch the center, but if we did, who cares? We're the Birds, go Birds. But that's the thing you can't do, right? And the Jets just jumped right over them without touching them. But I don't know. I feel like the NFL lied in the beginning of the season. They said that they switched up the kicking balls to make it easier. Clearly made everything more difficult because now what you're seeing already, it's not even cold yet. And every kicker who's not Brandon Aubrey has to fucking line drive some of these kicks in outdoor games. We were outside, but it was 70. And the kicker, he made some, but both of those last kicks were short. And the one was only 36 yards, but he's line driving them. That's why they were able to just put an arm up and block it. And we've seen a lot of bad kicking this year. A lot. They said they changed to make it easier. That's a lie. Anything you change to a kicker is going to fuck them up.
Yeah.
So, not true. And this is why. Oh, we actually, by the way, shout out Nick Sirianni. He iced them. Iced them before that. Some masterful coaching. But yeah, they're showing all 0-3 teams. That's fun. Who's the worst 0-3 team right now?
Let's read them off.
Titans, Jets, Texans, Dolphins, Saints.
Hey man, I said it once. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Do you even game plan when you see New Orleans on the schedule?
So I have so this happened, right? The Seahawks are actually playing on Thursday.
Yeah.
And someone in the chat was like, the Seahawks actually need this rust. They're playing on Thursday. I'm like, that's when you prepare for the Saints. You beat them in the first. That's where Vegas knew that we didn't know, Tony. Vegas always sees ahead, bro. They were like, oh, they're going to need to rest. So they're actually going to game plan for this game so they can get out of here healthy. And that's why we're not Vegas. Because I'm thinking, all right, well, they're just going to sleepwalk through the game. Sam Darnold, no, they're like, we got to get out of this by halftime and preserve everyone and rest them for Thursday.
So we finally saw a team take the Saints half serious.
Yes. For a half, they took them seriously.
I think that's all we needed to know about.
And they weren't starting Mac Jones, so I think the 49ers took them seriously. I think the Cardinals took them seriously. I think they just played a good team. No, this whole division is weird. I can't call the Seahawks. I don't know what's going on.
Have any of them lost? Well,
the Cardinals
only lost to each other.
Well, yeah, they've only lost to each other. No, the Rams. We just fucking whooped their ass.
Yeah, they just beat the
Get
Rams.
them the fuck out of here.
They've only lost to their division or the Super Bowl champion.
The GOATs. Exactly.
That's what it takes to be. It takes a blocked field goal at the end of the game.
Some bullshit
to beat the NFC West if you're not in the division.
That's a little wild. It takes being better than them to beat them. I'll put it like that.
Hey, look. I'm just saying. We're talking about what happened at the end. What happened to help them win the game.
Yeah, I think all their teams are 2-1 or 3-0. It's a crazy division.
Yeah.
And I think all of them are fraudulent.
Yeah, it's just going.
I think the Rams are the least fraudulent.
It's going to wind up like the NFC North last year.
Who's undefeated? The 49ers are the only undefeated team in that division.
What's all the undefeated teams in the league outside of y'all?
I'll try to do it off the top of my head. Eagles, Buccaneers, 49ers, Chargers, Bills. I feel like that's it.
Who's the biggest threat of them all to you guys?
Hold up. My shit is dying. Biggest threat?
Yeah.
Who's the biggest threat to the Eagles?
Of all those undefeated teams.
I don't want to answer like biggest threat. Like, we haven't won the Super Bowl this year, Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a disingenuous answer.
Okay.
I feel, you know what I mean? I feel like I feel like it's a little cocky. I don't know what to say.
Well, when you're the reigning champion, then generally you are seen as the reigning champion.
That's true.
When you hold the title, then they ask who's the biggest threat to gaining your title.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, so.
Sorry, the shit's about to die.
It's all good. I'm about to have to head out anyway.
Who do I think? You know what I mean? Well, let's break it down. Of the 3-0 teams, who do I think is playing the best other than the Eagles? Right? The Bills, they don't have a defense. I don't trust their defense. Okay. I'm very concerned about it. We forgot the Colts.
Oh, yeah, the Colts. We did forget about that.
Can't keep forgetting about the Colts, man. Can't keep forgetting about the Colts. They're for real. The Chargers had an impressive win today. I think the Chargers are very well rounded on offense and defense. I think Herb is coming out of his shell. I think that Why you keep laughing? Every time I talk about Justin Herbert, this guy laughs, dude. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I'm happy for Justin Herbert. Why do you keep laughing? Justin Herbert is a cool guy. You're laughing. Bro, you can't just like start cackling anytime I say this. He's 3-0. He's playing very well. You know, shout out Herb, man. Shout out Herb. Herbert fully loaded, you know?
Herbert fully unloaded.
Fully,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, facts. Cleansed. Herb's playing great football. I'm happy that you know what I mean? He found himself.
On that note, I have to head off to work, my friends. Great discussion.
Oh man, it was great to see you, Tony. You guys have a good one, man. Enjoy. Go Birds. Shout out the Birds. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Until next time.